In this how-to video, we're going to learn how to use the first-time visitor welcome automation in combination with our smart list. The goal of this is usually to have some sort of upsell campaign after someone visits your studio for the first time. So basically, when you go to automations, you'll see this here, and you can click on settings. This will be a default automation, and on the right hand side when you click settings, you'll see who it's sent to, so the targeting for the audience, and also what to send, which will be the actual content that your target audience will receive. So for the who it's sent to, the default will be actually all set. It's going to be the visits first visit within 7 days list is the send to, and the do not send to is all members, assuming that your goal is to sell a membership to a first-time visitor. If your goal as well is maybe to sell a package, we can add additional exclusions. The reason why we're adding exclusions is that this automation is going to be sending a series of emails out, and should someone become a member or buy maybe a package, they should stop receiving that communication. So if the goal is also maybe to sell a package, you can also add an exclusion specifically for buying any package. So we have a list called purchased any pricing option package, and that'll exclude anyone who purchases a pricing option package after their first visit. You'll notice towards the bottom it says enroll 10 contacts that meet the criteria. This said 11, and when I added the pricing option package, it moved from 11 to 10. So that way you know this list will be updating as we continue to refine it with the do not send. This box is also important. Enroll contacts who meet the criteria means if you check that, it's retroactive to those who are eligible today. If you leave it unchecked, it means this automation will work going forward for new contacts that meet the criteria. So let's save this list, and let's go down to the what to send. From here, you'll see some default content with delays between each email. So the first delay will be the amount of time that we're going to wait before the customer receives the first piece of content. So should they visit for the first time, we will then sync that information over from your management system to Frederick, and that happens every day. Then they will receive the first communication, assuming that there was no delay. If you do put a delay, for example, 2 days, we will wait 2 days after we're pulling in that information before they get the first piece of content. The next item, wait 3 days, which in your system, the default may be higher. We will wait 3 days since the last communication sent. 10 days will be 10 days since the prior communication was sent. To change it, you can simply click on it. To edit the content itself, you can simply click on the image and start using our email editor to edit content. Clicking on images will swap the photo. You can click into text to customize it, and then always have a call to action at the bottom for buy now, call now, email us, and you could add links to perform those actions to drive customers to a website or to a particular link. And when you're finished, you can click finished in the top right, or preview and test it, which will allow you to send it to yourself or up to 5 people in total to make sure that this is working as you wish. And when you're ready, click finish. And that'll take you back to our content timeline where you can then edit your second email and then your third if you would like to continue to build out drip campaigns over a longer period of time. Each one of these can be edited or deleted. You can simply click the arrow next to a piece of content to delete it. You can also add additional content if maybe you would like to send out more content than just 3 emails over the course of a month or 2. You can click the blue plus towards the bottom, click email, choose a delay, which may be another 14 days since the last content, select the email, and this will take you right into our template selector, where you can then select a template and then start editing content for that email. When you are finished and the targeting is done, you can click save and then turn the automation on. This lets Frederick know on the next sync if anyone meets the criteria to start sending the content, and then from there, if there's any issues, Frederick will highlight those below and let you know what needs to be changed. From there, if in the future you'd like to create an additional piece of content, you can click the top where it says first time visitor welcome or whatever the named automation is to edit the existing name or even duplicate that content. You can imagine you can have a first time visitor for a particular intro offer. one that's general for everyone, or it can be for a very specific pricing option inside your system. And when you duplicate, it's going to replicate all of the content and all of the lists so that you don't have to redo your work. And if I were to refresh my screen, you'll see that it'll say first-time visitor copy 1, and most of the work is already done, and you can make the minor tweaks as needed. From here, edit any lists. You can add additional items. So if I were to say pricing option ClassPass, so I specifically am looking for first-time visitors who purchased ClassPass that have not purchased a membership. Maybe that's some targeting that I would like to do, and that may be a different communication than you would send to someone who didn't purchase a pricing option from ClassPass. Save, and then you can edit content from there. Hopefully that was helpful, and check out our other videos for more helpful tips on automations and smart lists.